Let's start today's news with Jon Anik hitting back at critics of his UFC 304 commentary. After the event, many fight fans questioned Anik, Daniel Cormier, and Michael Bisping's commentary during the welterweight title fight between Leon Edwards and Belal Muhammad. Anik in particular was questioned for perceived bias due to his relationship with Belal outside of the octagon. During a recent interview with MMA Fighting, Anik responded to critics of his UFC 304 commentary, saying, "I have interpersonal relationships on both sides of this. I should go further back with Leon than I do with Belal. Tim Simpson, Leon's manager, is a good friend of mine, and historically, for me, the call that has, I think, helped my career the most was something that relates to Leon Edwards. But yeah, I felt like the call was down the line. Now you can imagine all the different things that commentators hear from fans and fighters and coaches and bosses over the years, but I sleep well at night, I stand by that call, and I stand by Belal Muhammad as a friend. When we launched this podcast with my twin brother 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was, he had 18,000 Instagram followers, he was unranked. We believed in him in terms of having a social media presence and that he could maybe become a contender, if not championship athlete. And you know what? We bet on the right guy." Francis Ngannou visits his childhood home. The former UFC heavyweight champion recently returned to his home country of Cameroon, where he showed off his childhood home while filming a promo for his upcoming fight against Renan Ferreira on a PFL pay-per-view super fight card set for October 19th.
This was like our country, cabinet. Yes, those are like cabinet.
Like, so you said you had a toothbrush for 12 years. Like, what were your belongings?
I used to put my brush tip in the kitchen on the window.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
And what else was like yours? Like, what did you have? What did you own as a kid?
Well, some shoes, some ties, some clothes. What else? That's it. Which is not too bad because a lot of people still just feel they don't own even their life.
Robert Whittaker shares his prediction for Adesanya vs. du Plessis. Speaking on the most recent episode of his MMA Arcade podcast, Whittaker, who has fought both men, said he thinks it should be a pick'em as he believes there are clear paths to victory for both fighters. Whittaker was reluctant to choose just one winner, but he ultimately picked du Plessis to beat Adesanya by decision.
If I had to make a pick, okay, I would say there's a 50% chance. This is my confidence here, okay?
This is you sitting on the fence. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the fence, but I mean it. It's 50. They're 50-50 odds. That's how much I think either one could sway, right? I think there's a 50% chance Izzy kind of keeps him at the end of his jab, utilizes that spacing, doesn't get his back put against the fence, defends some takedown, but ultimately wins by decision. Okay? And I also think there's a 50% chance Dricus does what he did to Strickland, pushes into that space, takes him down, wears him out, turns into a dogfight, doesn't get a finish, but drags it out to the point where he is still the remaining champion.
Yeah.
50-50. My money's on those two results, kind of methods of winning. Can I be wrong? Yeah. Have I been wrong? More often than not. But that's where I sit. If I had to strike a wager, one of those are going to happen. Flip a coin. Oh, mate, I don't know. Yeah,
you don't have to. I'm not pressuring you.
Probably Dricus by decision. Probably. I don't know.
Israel Adesanya reveals a 2% pay raise letter from his last job. Izzy recently went on The Rock FM where he revealed a letter that he got from a gas company where he used to do some data entry work. The letter was informing a young Izzy about his 2% pay raise from back in August 2012 when he used to make only $38,222 per year.
Oh, guess what I found the other day? A letter. She found the letter she was cleaning from 2012 from my last job that I ever worked. And it was a letter for my pay rise. Guess how much it was? 14th August 2012.
Wow.
I am pleased to advise that your base salary has been increased by 2% to $38,242 per annum. Wrote this. Wrote that right there.
So he's been given a 2% raise. Yeah. Israel replied with, kidding, right?
Pleased to advise you that your base salary has been increased by 2% to $38,242 per year. I know some people the same year they got a 30% increase.
No one gets 30%.
That's a lot. It's based on performance.
No, it's not. 30%.
Well, look at me now. Look at me now.
Darren Till goes off on an online troll after questioning possible UFC return. Till officially parted ways with the UFC back in December of 2022, and this was after suffering a submission loss to Dricus du Plessis at UFC 282. Before that, Till had lost 5 out of his last 6 fights, with the last win being against Kelvin Gastelum via split decision at UFC 244. Since being granted his UFC release, Till recently made his exhibition boxing debut and earned a TKO win over Muhammad Muti last month. He's been speaking about another return to combat by the year's end, potentially in the boxing ring. Although, Till isn't ruling out an eventual UFC return. After one social media follower dismissed his case for a return to the UFC, Till let loose. The fan wrote, "UFC won't sign you again." Till responded, "Oh, have you spoke to Dana? Shit, my bad. The conversation me and him had a few months ago about me returning must have been a lie. Sorry, mate. Forgot you knew that they won't sign me again. Just tell me one thing though. How stupid do you feel right now knowing you're a dumb mother saying things without substance?" Till also went off on his raw Adesanya, writing, "I think Izzy is talking way too much about like personal lives. Yous are both gonna fight in the octagon and it's not gonna really matter all of this. The best man is gonna win. Basically, shut the fuck up, Izzy." Colby Covington confronts child p***ers. In a recent live stream on Kick, Covington was joined by streamer Vitaly and rapper Lil Pump. Together, they confronted individuals who were accused of preying on children. They also punished them with body shots.
You deserve to get feeding to the alligators in the Everglades. That's what you deserve, dude. Your whole life is a lie. You just lie after lie. You said you're 26. You said, "Oh no, I never done this before." You're lying. You're swearing to God. You're lying on God. You think God would appreciate you lying to Him? Start being honest with yourself, man. That's why you need to call your wife right the f now.
And guess
Stop
what?
playing games. Yeah, he needs to call his wife before calling the cops.
One punch will kill you.
Ready? This is your fate. This is your fate. Watch this.
Oh!
I got it.
Holy shit.
Buddy.
UFC champ.
Colby also had some harsh words for LeBron James, whom he's ripped on several times in the past.
In that same ceremony, you have Captain I Hate America LeBron James bestowed the honor of carrying the stars and stripes. When I heard that he was going to be the one carrying his country's flag, I thought it was going to be for China. What happened, LeBron? Did you finally give equality and justice to all those children and women sewing your shoes? Did you bring those jobs back to the States?
Congratulations, LeBron. Stop. Don't do that.
Or would that mess with your profit margin?
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Instagram and was posted by As Shopped As It Gets. The second place meme was found over on X and was posted by Talkborn. And the top pick was found over on Facebook and was posted by Robert. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.